Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Cow God Plays Sandlot. My name is Cow God, and today we are going to be talking about horses. Oh, everybody loves horses. They're so much fun. So fun to ride around. You can put chests on the donkeys to make them carry stuff for you. They're great. But lots of people have questions about them. On the Sandlot, right now I'm on the easy server, and we have a plugin that you can use that will protect your horses from damage, and it will also allow you to teleport your horses to you no matter where you are on the map, which can be extremely handy. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and also how to breed horses. I'm not going to go completely in depth on every single thing about horse mechanics because there's just a lot to go over, and other people have done that before. I'm mostly going to focus on the plugin that we use, the Horse Protect plugin. So to start, I'm going to get myself an open hand here. Going to let these guys out for a little bit and let them stretch their legs a little bit. All that good stuff. So, first let's talk breeding. Now, well, actually, no. First, let's talk about where to find these guys. So, horses spawn in the plains and in the savannas. And before you can ride them, you have to tame them. There's a few things you can do to make it a little bit quicker to do so, but if you don't, here's what happens. So that when you first see one of these guys, hi, you're so pretty. I'm gonna ride you. Is that okay? So you take your open hand, like I have here. Don't have an item in your hand. Just have an open hand, and you come up to them and you right-click, and you'll jump on them, and you'll start riding them. Now you can't control them at all. And depending on how much they like you or don't like you to start, they'll do that. They'll kick you off. And so you got to get on them again. And just keep riding them. Oh, still doesn't like me. Let's hop on again. Oh, kicked me off again. You just don't like me, do you, boy? So you just keep getting on them over and over and over. And eventually, it says you tamed a horse. Now right-click with the saddle on your horse to protect it. So, you take your saddle, if you have one. If you don't, you can buy them at spawn. They're pretty expensive, but I know a lot of people around the server sell them for a lot cheaper too. So if you just want to ask around, say, hey, does anybody sell a saddle? And then you might get a good deal that way. But anyway, you take your saddle, and then you right-click the horse. And now you'll see down here it says you protected this horse. Now use /horse ID 2826, and then you can give it a name. So if I do horse ID 2826, and let's call him Patches, like that. Now it says, oh, look at this. Okay, so it says HorseKeep identifier has already been taken. Please choose another. So what that means is that somebody already has a horse named Patches. So I'll have to give him a different name. Let's call him Patches O'Houlihan. Okay, so now it says new identifier set to Patches O'Houlihan. And so now, if you type /horse list like this, you'll get a list of all the horses that you take ownership of. Now you can, well, okay, so first off, I'll say that you can have 3 horses that are protected, and any more than that, you won't be able to protect them, but you can still, have them in your claim, have them in your pen, whatever. There's no limit on that, but just you can have 3 that you can protect. It is turning nighttime. So I think I'm going to actually go sleep real quick, and I'll be right back with you guys because this place gets tons of mobs at night. So I'll be right back with you. Hold on. And I'm back. Okay, that ended up actually being a couple of nights because I forgot sleeping on a multiplayer server is pretty much impossible. So anyway, I had to just wait it out and fight mobs all night, which was fun. But anyway, so I was talking about protecting horses. Like I said, you can have 3 horses or donkeys or mules. They all count the same. So you can have 3 horses, donkeys, or mules protected, or a combination of any of those. And what that means is that they cannot be harmed either by players or by the environment. It also means that no one else can ride them, and it also means that you can teleport them to you from anywhere. No matter where they are on the map and no matter where you are on the map, you can teleport them. Hey, you aren't a horse. What are you doing at this party? You go play with your piggy friends somewhere else. You're not a horse. Anyway, okay. So I protected this guy right here, and I called him Patches O'Houlihan. So I'm not sure what happens here, but let's give it a try. I want to see what happens when you teleport a horse that's on a lead. So if I do horse, this is how you do it. You do horse, TP, and then the name, or if you didn't give him a name, you can just give him the ID, like I showed you before, the 2528 or whatever it was. You can put that number here, but since we named him, then we'll just put his name. And I want to see if this works. It does work. Okay, so well, okay, but he stayed on the lead. Let me try to go further away, see what happens. It'll probably just break the lead. Yeah, okay. So even if they're tied up with the lead, it doesn't matter. They'll get teleported to you regardless. So, like I said, since I protected this guy, we dig a little hole here. And you're saying, why are you using your hand? You have a shovel. Yeah, well, anyway. Okay, so in you go. I promise it won't hurt. Trust me. Really, it won't. I promise. Okay, so see, he's in there, but he's not taking any damage. He's totally fine. Right? You're fine, right? Yeah. So, anyway, they are protected from environment and from other players, which is very helpful. Okay, you can stop being on fire now, really. Okay, good. You okay? You're fine, right? Okay, good. Anyway, alright, so that is how you teleport, and like I said, you can be anywhere on the map, doesn't matter, they'll teleport to you. One thing that people seem to have trouble with a lot of times is when they teleport a horse, they won't see the horse and they'll think it didn't work, so they'll type the command again. And sometimes, well, first of all, don't do that. It will come to you. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to happen, but it will get teleported to you. Don't do it more than once, because we've had reports of people just losing their horses completely when they type that command and then they never get them back. So anyway, a trick you can use to do it is, first of all, you want to have a nice big open area, you know, at least 5 blocks by 5 blocks where there's no obstructions at all. And then you enter the command and then you just wait. And if you don't see the horse right away, like I saw him because I think he was already rendered on my screen, but if you don't see him, you can just move a few blocks away and they should just magically appear right in front of you. So you keep that in mind when you're teleporting your horses, guys, because it's, you know, it's not a perfect plugin. It definitely has bugs, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's move on now to riding horses, I guess. So if you don't have a saddle on your horse, you won't be able to direct him. So you can actually open the horse's inventory while you're sitting on him. This is the easiest way that I find to do it, is you just hop on the horse and then you push your inventory key and then you shift click and you can put a saddle on it, and now I can ride him around and I can direct him where to go. And you can make him jump by holding spacebar, and you see it does this bar across the bottom, this blue bar, and it goes orange right at the end. And if you let go right as it's in that orange spot, the closer you get it to the right edge, the higher he'll jump. So like if I get it right on the end, like that, that's a maximum jump. So that's the highest he can jump. And horses can jump anywhere from 2 blocks to 4 blocks high, which is pretty great. And they can have, down here you'll notice that my hunger bar changed to these hearts, and those are the health of the horse. And you can have anywhere from, oh gosh, I think it's anywhere from 9 to 15 hearts. Don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's around there. And so that just means they can take more damage. But if they're protected, they're not going to take damage anyway, so it doesn't matter a whole lot if it's a protected one. Anyway, okay. The next thing you can do is you can actually add other players to your horse if you want them to be able to ride them. By default, nobody else can ride your horse but you. And you can add other people by using the horse add member command. So it's horse add member, and then the name of your horse, and then the name of a player. So I can just type out Princess Polite here, and then it will say added new member to your horse, and then that will allow them to get on your horse and ride it. And if you want to remove a member, then it's the same command, except instead of add you do del for delete, and it'll remove them. There is a command to list out the members that are allowed to ride your horse, but it's not working right now. But that command is horse members, and then the name. And it says you don't have permission, so it's a little messed up. So you might just have to keep your own list, either on a piece of paper and pencil, or a text document on your computer, or what have you, or a sign in the game, whatever. However you want to keep track of that. But that is how you add and remove members to be able to use your horses. Another problem that we see very often is, let me ride over into this other claim here that's not mine, and I'm going to get off my horse, and now watch what happens when I try to get on him. It's going to say that belongs to 0 in brackets like that. And you're going to say, well, but that's my horse. Why can't I get on my horse? And well, the reason is because we're inside somebody else's claim right now. And the reason I guess it's like that is so that nobody can steal your horses out of your claim, which is strange because they're protected anyway. But I guess if you have unprotected horses inside your claim, then people wouldn't be able to ride those either. So to get around that, what you can do is just take your stick like I showed you in a previous video. And so you'll see this claim right here is Braze, and so the edge of it is right here, so you just come outside of the claim and then you teleport your horse to you, and then you can get on it outside of the claim. So something to keep in mind for sure. Okay, next thing we'll talk about is breeding horses, or actually let's go back a step, because I forgot to tell you guys something else about taming horses. So you remember at the beginning of the video I tamed the horse by just riding him over and over and over again. Well, there actually is an easier way to do that, which I think I hinted at. Let me take these guys off of their leads, and we'll take this black horse here. And you see all these foods here can be fed to the horse before you ever try to tame him. And in doing so, it will tame him much quicker. So if I take these apples here, get rid of that creeper before he gives me trouble. Goodbye. Okay, and where did he go? There he is. Okay, so if I take these apples, hey boy, want these apples? Let's get rid of this zombie. You want DS? Okay, so, oh yeah, see, he's happy. So you right click and you feed him. By right clicking, you see how my number's going down. It was 23, now it's 19, 18, 17, 16. And you can try, experiment with different numbers. I usually just give him a whole bunch, and then it works every time. But I fed him, what was it, like 8 apples or so. And so now, I ride this guy. Let me get all these mobs away. he should let me tame him very quickly, because you like me now, because I give you apples, right? So if I hop on... Oh, not quite. So he still kicked me off. But you remember the first horse kicked me off at least, oh gosh, 8 times or so. I'm gonna die out here, aren't I? So he kicked me off, what, twice already? Let's get down. Oh no! Oh. There. Okay, so he's tamed now. And so I had to get away from me. Don't kill me. Oh! Oh no. Okay, I'll be right back. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Can I give you this? Will this make you feel better? Yeah? Is that good? Okay. I'm so sorry I hit you with an arrow. I did not mean to. Okay, so now that we got this guy tamed, we could protect him if we wanted to. Now you don't have to, obviously, because you can only have 3 protected. But let's go ahead and do that for now. And oh, let me get my saddle back here. Oops. Hold shift and right click, and that will bring up this menu without having to get on the horse. That's how that works. Get my saddle back, and we will do this, and we right click, and now he's protected, and we could give him a name, but we're not going to for now. And let us tame one more, and I'll show you what happens when you have 3 horses protected. And I'm going to give you, what would you like? Some hay? Let's give you some hay. Oh, you don't like the hay, huh? Interesting. I thought they ate hay bales. Okay. How about bread? Want some bread? Oh yeah, there you go, you like the bread. Okay. Give this guy, okay good, he likes us. Okay, so I'll jump off, and when I try to protect him, you'll see if I do horse list, I already have 3 horses. So if I right click this guy, it tells me you have reached the maximum limit of horses you can protect. This horse will not be protected, so it won't allow you to do so. However, you can always unprotect other horses that you've already protected. So this last one I did, you see it doesn't have a name, it just has this identifier. So I can type horse unprotect and then this number, or I could do a name here. Either way, it doesn't matter. And then if I hit enter, it will say your horse is now unprotected. If I do list again, you'll see that number there is gone now. And then if I right click this guy with the saddle now, I protected him. And he's got a new number, which is 2828. This one is 2827. So now I have 3 horses protected again, and this one is a different one than before. Okay, so that's how that works. The last thing I think I need to talk to you guys about is breeding. So you can breed 2 horses together, and it will take, sometimes, not always, but it will most of the time take on traits of both the mother and father horse. So for example, if we take this guy who's brown, dark brown with white spots, and we breed him with our black horse over there, let's get some leads. Bring you guys over here. Whoa, go away, creeper. I wish it would stop raining. Why does it always rain? Okay, so to breed them, you give them either golden carrots or golden apples, and you give 1 to each. So I give 1 to this guy, give 1 to that guy. And if all goes well, we should make a foal. Baby horse. It's not working though, is it? Did I miss? going on, you two? Oh, there they did it. Okay. Need a baby. Not sure why that didn't work the first time. That was really strange. But now you'll see, so he is dark brown, like Mama, but he's also got white socks, like Dada. So it mixes the two of them together, kind of, and gives you a combination of the two of them. So now he's a little baby, and we could also feed him this stuff in this chest. Let's do sugar this time. They love the sugar. And you'll see that when I feed him, he actually grows up right before your eyes. And if you feed him a whole stack of sugar, which is what I usually do, there you see he gets bigger and bigger and bigger, grows up. And if you just feed him the whole stack of sugar, since sugar is relatively easy to get, then when you're done and you hop on, they love you right away. See, he's already tamed. I barely had to ride him at all. And he loves me. So that is how that works. And you could then protect this guy with a saddle like normal, and you're good to go. The last thing, let's see. I don't think this horse over here is mine, and I just wanted to show you what happens when you try to ride a horse that belongs to someone else. Yeah. Says this horse belongs to Stuve, and I cannot ride him even though I'm in my own claim because it's not my horse. So that's one of the nice things about the horse plugin is other people will not be able to ride your horse. So is that it? So I believe that's all there is to know about horses. Oh, nope, there's one more thing. Where'd that donkey go? Donkey? There's donkey. Okay, so if you breed a donkey and a horse, you want this? No? Are you not my horse? Is that why you're not taking this? Let's get rid of that. Oh, it's because he's not tamed. They have to be tamed before they will make a baby. And I don't think this guy is tamed either, are you? Nope. So if we do this. And we'll tame this guy. Okay. Now, if we feed each of these guys a golden carrot, they will make a mule. So the difference between donkey and mule is donkeys are like a light gray, and these guys are like a dark brown kind of color. There's really no difference other than that. If you breed a donkey and a mule, I think it will also make a mule, and if you breed two donkeys, it'll make a donkey. So those are all the different combinations you can get there. Wow, I have no food on me. I guess I'll eat this. Arse. Okay, and I'm gonna go grab this chest over here, show you one more thing. So if I go break this, you can actually put chests onto donkeys and mules, which is wonderful for things like you know, long trips where you have lots of stuff to carry, or you could take them mining with you. That might be a little tricky, but it's possible. I can't do it on this guy because he's not grown up, so I'll just go ahead and do it on this guy. So if you hold shift and you right click, or is it just right click? Oh, it's just right click. Okay, so you do that, and now he's got a chest on there. So now if I hold shift and right click, you see he's got these inventory slots. So I could just put stuff in his packs and he will carry them for me, which is wonderful. So now I think that's everything. If I missed anything, or if you guys have any questions at all, as always, ask me in the comments. And oh, I'm Steve. Good times. Okay, anyway, that's all, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this was very helpful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.